ate a pack of Tuzzies, huh? Then I went to the bar to have some wine, and then I went over and I took some swine flu tablets because I got the flu.
Mike is ill like a piece of poo. Stinky, disease-ridden. That's what I'm saying when I'm drilling on the rhythm and I stab myself in the head with a pencil. Bro, this shit's so dumb, bro. This shit's so stupid.
All right. Something stinks, mate.
I'm gonna go take podcast to get around the intro.
All right.
Bro, that was the dumbest shit I ever said in my whole life.
All right. How you going, mate? Long time no see.
Yeah, I'm going good. Hey, I like your outfit, bro.
Thanks, mate. Hopefully it doesn't look too familiar. All right. So, you know how this show goes, guys, right? Another day, another... Yeah, that's that. That's right, mate. Another question.
Hello, Skunk Take Podcast. It's Charlie from South Africa. My question here today is, what is the best country in the world? Mine is Cape Town.
What's up, Charlie?
Is Cape Town a country?
Cape Town, I think, is a city, mate. Charlie's a fucking...
England is my city.
Yeah. What's the best country in the world?
Fucking Australia, mate.
You reckon?
Yeah.
In what way? How is it the best country in the world?
I don't know. It's just very accommodating of everything. Right?
Of like, what do you mean?
Like, name one thing Australia doesn't accommodate for.
Guns?
Bruh. They accommodate for that in the sense, well, you still can't get your gun license.
Yeah, but like, you can't really get a sick gun.
What do you mean?
Can't get a, you know,
What gun do you want to get?
A minigun. I want to tape it to the top of my car.
Bruh, I don't think you can get that anywhere. I mean, unless you're like in,
Go Vegas.
a
man.
war-ridden country.
Yeah, true. I just want to get a Toyota Hilux with a machine gun on the back. You know, like
Yeah, the old,
like Sudanese war zones. Man.
Yeah. That's pretty sick. That's some cool engineering.
Yeah, but I don't know what the best country in the world is. I mean, a lot of our American viewers, if you exist, would probably say America. America is cool though. Like in terms, if we look at natural beauty, because America has so much different shit. You know what I mean?
Can I stop you there for a second?
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking about, right?
What?
The other day. I was watching this video. You may have seen it on TikTok, and it was like, there was like a music festival or something on recently.
Yes, Splendor in the Grass.
No, in America.
Oh, in America.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was some like music festival on recently. And like this guy standing on top of this container. I don't know if he's an artist. I don't know if he's just some dude being a fucking arsehole or some shit. But he's standing on this container and there's this whole crowd in front of him and they're all fucking throwing whatever they have, bottles, fucking slices of pizza. They're all throwing it at this guy. And it got me thinking, like, damn, don't these cunts realize that he could have a gun right now?
Was he America?
Yeah. Like, he could have a gun right now. All these people are throwing shit, and this guy's just not reacting like with a gun. Imagine the dude.
What if he asked them? Was he like getting hated on?
Yeah, no, we're talking like a crowd. It's like a concert. Like, we're talking a crowd of people,
Yeah.
and they're just throwing shit. They're like fucking throwing shit at this guy. I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, if this dude had a gun right now, he would be completely like in the mindset to fucking just start spraying guns right now.
Mate, that's pretty cooked. That reminds me of there's this episode of this show called The Boys, and I think we've talked about it on this show a little bit. And one of the heroes is called Homelander. He's pretty much like that TV show's version of Superman.
Okay.
Right, but he's like super messed up and stuff, right?
Okay.
And there's this scene of him. He pulls up to some political rally, and they're pretty much like anti-superhero.
Okay.
And he's like talking to them, and they're all hating on him, and they're throwing shit at him. And he's standing there, and then he just like it's not real, but he has this vision of just like laser eyesing the whole entire crowd, and you see it because they show it. Him just slicing the whole crowd in half, and then it's just like a pile of dead bodies, right? So that's what it kind of reminds me of. But like even he didn't pull the trigger when he could have. I feel like you'd have to be the hate you'd be experiencing. I don't know. I don't even know if it'd make you do that.
But like some
We're
people,
fully off topic.
some people aren't that mentally strong.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but the unmentally strong ones probably don't have the power to.
They have guns.
Yeah.
So look, you can still get a gun here. You know, cool gun is subjective to everyone. I'm sure if you hop through enough hoops, you can probably get some cool shit here. But yeah. Aside from that, anything else you want to call Australia out about?
I don't know. I mean, like natural beauty wise,
Natural beauty.
I feel like there are
Alright,
other
explain
countries that are probably nicer.
that. Natural beauty in the sense of like what, nature?
Yeah, nature.
There's some real. There's a lot of tourism every year for the nature that they're.
Yeah,
that
I think it's because
Australia-
it's different. You know what I mean? Like if you look at Australia, I think it's like 95% uninhabitable because of desert.
Yeah, yeah.
So you know, in that sense, we don't really have that. But like, I guess some of it is really nice looking. But like, because I remember I was speaking to my auntie about this because she's American.
Yeah.
And she's like, mate, America has like the most diverse natural beauty that you can see. Because like, you can go to Hawaii, and that's like an island paradise.
Yeah.
Or you can go to LA.
Well, we've got some of the most fucking unmatched beaches.
We do, definitely.
Yeah.
But like Hawaiian beaches are probably as good.
Yeah.
But like then they have like, you know, like all these insane mountains where you can go skiing
up
and
in
shit.
like Montana and shit.
And
but I
like-
mean, I guess we have mountains as well. You know what I mean? We have like Bulla, we have all these other mountains.
They're not even close to like, they have like, the reputation is like ski spots or whatever, or snowboarding spots aren't really like, they don't really have that reputation. They kind of like okay for snow. You know what I mean? Like there's other places that have like way fresher, softer snow that's better.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, there's
I guess,
spots, like,
I
that
still
are
gets
known
the job
for
done. Is what I'm saying. For you know, like,
Yeah. But I think it's like, I guess more diverse beauty.
because I think there's a lot of diverse beauty here,
Yeah.
even enough to rival. You know, that's what I'm trying to find out. Like, what kind of things are you like referring to? Because we've got the beaches, we've got the forests, we've got mountains, we've got like what else would you like?
But it's all like, you know, there's a lot of like deadly animals and stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't know, like, not that I don't think Australia is a, you know, a beautiful country. I just think that there's probably other countries that are more beautiful. Like with more like significant places, like nicer looking places. Like, even if America's just an example, I'm sure there's other countries. I'm just not super educated in this, but you know, Grand Canyon, there's like nothing really like that here. Like that's crazy. Like you have like a fucking valley or whatever, like two cliffs next to each other, and it's like, you know, 50, 100 meter drop. Like that's insane, and it goes along like for
Yeah, but we've got like
hundreds of kilometers.
like we've got like 12 apostles. We've got like
Yeah, there's like 7 now.
oh really?
They all collapsed, mate.
Really? I actually
Yeah,
didn't
a
know
bunch
that.
of them collapsed, mate.
Damn.
It
I
is
wonder if there's any
nice.
footage of that.
I think there is.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, there's footage somewhere on the internet. I think I've seen it.
Damn.
Yeah. Now, we do have really nice beaches. We have nice beaches, like we have the rainforest up north. Our mountain game is kind of weak.
We've got the Great Dividing Range, don't we? Or
I don't know what that is.
am I geographically fucking
I don't know what that
illiterate?
is. But we have the Great Barrier Reef, which is like super unique.
Isn't it like just this fucking line of mountains?
Maybe.
I'm actually going to search this up so I don't look like a fucking fool on camera.
Yeah. But like you have other countries like, I hate to reference America again, but like when you're in LA, for example, you can see like a fucking wall of mountains with snow on them. Like it's, and as you get closer to like Vegas and stuff, you see this huge wall of mountains. I don't know what the
Yeah, so
mountain range is called.
consists of an expansive collection of mountain ranges in Australia, the Great Dividing Range. Yeah.
If you can't really see that from, that's like a Gyab looking mountain.
Yeah, but like we don't live there. You know what I mean? How deep have you dived into nature exploration in Australia? You been to any waterfalls recently?
I've been to some waterfalls. We haven't. I'm not saying we have. I think it's like a lot of countries have the stuff that we have, but better. That's what I'm saying.
Different, maybe, but I don't know about better. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess everyone
okay.
wants to experience different. People in America would be saying, "Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like Australia, they got that fucking rock. I mean, we got some.
Because there's other countries, there's Asian countries that have like better beaches and like mountains and all that kind of shit, but without the desert. Like, and like all these islands, you can go island hopping, and that's really cool. I guess like what are the metrics, right, for defining what the best country in the world is?
I think just all like livability.
Like where you'd want to be a citizen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's obviously it's a very subjective question. What's the best country in the world?
The way I see it, like there's like so many factors to define that.
Okay.
You have like natural
What would
beauty.
you outline? Yeah, natural
Right.
beauty. Okay.
There is income,
Okay.
like income equality and that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. There is safety,
Mm-hmm.
right? Pollution, I think, is a big one. Like whether you believe in climate change or not, if there's a fuck ton of pollution and there's all this smog in the
You
air,
definitely feel it.
your lungs are going to be fucked. Like
Yeah.
if you've seen, like, people have seen photos of like Beijing
Yeah.
where it's like brown fucking smoke in the air at all times.
Yeah.
Apparently there was a study like people's lifespans are literally decreased by decades because
Yeah.
of the smog.
I did this report back when I was in uni studying
Yeah.
business, and the report was like, "All right, you're gonna expand a global theme park to like some part of China."
Yeah.
So I researched a little bit about China. Apparently, I don't know how accurate this is. Apparently, in China, 10,000 people die every year due to air pollution.
That's probably true. Like
Bro, imagine dying just for breathing, bro.
yeah. And like
Fuck.
you can believe in climate change or not, but like that's fucked.
I mean, climate change aside, like just
clean
pol-
air is
yeah,
like
clean air.
important,
Yeah,
man.
like you can notice it even going from like like an Asian country,
Yeah.
in the Asian region, to like back here.
Yeah.
Because I've fully noticed it, and look, it may be the humidity, it may not, because they're like they're very like tropical climates and stuff. But like, I noticed that we went to Singapore
Yeah. Singapore's not even
and
that
then
bad.
came back. Yeah, and Singapore's not even that bad. Singapore's like compared to the rest is
Yeah.
like, and like I've got like Vietnamese friends and stuff like that. I mean, you included, that say prepare your lungs if you ever go.
Vietnam's fucked. Like the air there is like putrid, man. I remember last time I went there, my mom had a headache every time she stepped outside because the
Fuck.
air was that like insanely polluted.
Yeah,
Because it's so densely populated and everyone has like a motor scooter. Imagine if they all had cars. It'd be like 10 times worse.
yeah,
Everyone has a motor scooter, and because it's not like it's a lot. It's not like normal oxygen where it's like floating and shit.
yeah.
It's like it's a bit heavier, so it stays like a fog, which is why it's called smog, right? Yeah.
Well, they were selling Australian air in like canisters
To China.
to China.
Yeah. So we do have great air. So I'd
Yeah.
say pollution is a big one.
Yep.
So what have I said so far? Natural beauty, income, safety, pollution. I think those are the main things. I guess quality of life, but that kind of like is covered by the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. But security, I think, is the most complex one.
Well, like safety or security or
Safety and security, they're kind of the same thing. Like, like it or not, Australia is we're in a good and a bad situation, right? We're in a good situation because we're on an island where there's like invading Australia would be difficult. Not impossible, but it'd be difficult. With our allies, right? It'd be pretty close to impossible, but it could be done, right? Because it's not like we kind of have allies around us, but like they're all really weak. Like New Zealand, it's a tiny island. They could get, overwhelmed pretty quickly. Indonesia's above us. Again, like they don't have the strongest military. Like if it was a wartime situation, we're not actually that secure. Especially if America's like, mate, we got our own problems. We need to like do other stuff, mate. Like you're gonna have to look out for yourselves. We're really close to China and a bunch of like other potential threats, right? So there's that, and our military isn't the best either. It's pretty small because we have a small population. It's crazy. We only have like 30 million people.
For how big the island is.
Yeah, Vietnam has doubled, probably nearly tripled that by now.
Yeah, wow.
It's probably 80 to 90 million.
You know what we need to start doing? We need to start moving into the desert.
But it's just, there's no water. We already have a water problem. So that's a big problem with Australia too. Like, yeah, we have desalination plants, but our water sitch is not the best. So like that makes
live
it,
underground. We're gonna become mole people.
yeah, if China invades. So I guess security, but in everyday life, non-wartime, we'd be pretty safe. But during wartime, like we're in nuke distance. I mean, Japan was literally they were bombing us in World War II. They were bombing Darwin. And
Yeah,
that was
right.
with that technology back then.
Fuck.
Like technology is way more advanced. China's way more advanced now, or whoever it may be. They could easily bomb us and invade us.
Yeah.
Like at least part of Australia. I don't know about the whole entire thing. So I guess that is not amazing. Income equality. I guess we do have like pretty good income.
Healthcare.
We are I think we're top 5 in terms of richest countries in the world. Just because part of it is, it's like a multifaceted thing. Like, yes, because Australia has 2 main things. We have like a really strong construction industry because our government literally spends all our money on constructing shit.
Yeah.
And then the other side of it is like we have some of the world's best like knowledge workers. So people who work in like tech,
Yeah,
marketing,
right.
like, you know, just office jobs, right? So a lot of like foreign companies like to hire Australians because we have like good strategy and all that kind of shit. So that's why we make a lot of money, and we have mining and stuff as well. So our income's pretty high, and then we also get superannuation, which automatically makes us rich as well, like compared to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Like even when you retire with might only be like 100, 200,000 in your super, but that's still more than a majority of the world. 99% of the world will have by the time they retire.
Yeah.
Just because of super. So in that sense, income is the best, but we do get taxed very heavily. And like the tax rules aren't very flexible. But you know, that's needed to
Kind of the price we pay for the luxuries we get.
yeah
Yeah.
exactly. I guess with the whole quality of life, we're like, you know, we're really up there. We're top 5 with that as well.
Right, what about you? What do you reckon are the best countries?
Best country in the world. I don't want to say Australia because you're probably going to say Australia. So
I already said Australia.
yeah.
Yeah.
Probably Cape Town. No, I'm just kidding. It's hard not to say Australia, even though I'm trying to play
Right.
devil's advocate.
Bro, it's fucking good here.
It is.
It's so good.
But like,
It's so good here.
yeah, to live here. How about to holiday though? What's the best country in the world to go on a holiday?
To holiday, fuck, Singapore is fucking so high on that list. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
Singapore's really high.
Dude, oh my goodness, Singapore is fucking
There's like
good.
tons of people would say like, oh, like Mykonos or something, or Greece.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you want to flex, yeah. I've never been, so I don't travel much, so I can't really,
Yeah.
comment. But I mean, places place I know is good. Singapore is fucking good. I know it's good.
Yeah.
But a place that I'd love to go is Japan. So for me, it'd be between those two.
Would you want to live in Japan?
Or if I could, yeah. 'Cause I think that's the best way you can learn. I don't know. I really like,
Like for like, you know, long term?
Yeah.
Would you live there?
yeah, because I've heard from like a lot of people that have been, the Japanese are very polite, and that's something that I really hold value to, like politeness.
You feel like that?
You know what I mean?
You feel like that gels well with,
Yeah, I think it aligns.
Your kind of personality and
Yeah,
stuff.
I think it aligns pretty well.
and like you get along with the
yeah,
people there.
yeah. It's a very weeb-like thing to say. You know what I mean? Just because I watch fucking heaps of anime. But yeah, like I said, I think their cultures are very cool.
Yeah. Because I look at a lot of the countries that I think would be good for a holiday, but I wouldn't live there. Like I look at like,
Would you like New York?
I hate New York. I don't even want to go there for a holiday, to be honest. Bro, New York is...
Isn't it like the Empire State Building there?
Yeah, but New York is dirty. New York is really... It's like...
You see those TikToks where it's like, it's a fucking simulation?
New York is weird, man. I don't know why. Like, I get why certain people like it, especially if you're in the real bougie areas.
Yeah.
But as a whole, man, it's like... I mean, I did go during winter as well.
Yeah.
It's really dirty. Like, there's rubbish in a bunch... Like, all these places, like...
I think people
shit's
are
really
like...
grimy. Like, it feels grimy.
I think people are lost in the fantasy of like New York in like the 60s.
It is it's a crazy city though.
Yeah.
It's huge and there's so many people. But like, you know those alleyways in the city? That's how every fucking inch of New York feels. Like those dirty city alleyways. That's how the whole thing felt to me when I was there.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it was like, it wasn't snowing, but it was like, it was wet and like, there was like a bit of black.
It was like miserable.
Black ice. Yeah.
It was
like
miserable,
Yeah. So it was really wet and cold and like, maybe I just went during a bad time, but I get the impression that it'd be dirty in summer and stuff as well. I've seen photos and stuff like, you know, they have like trash bins piled high sometimes and all that kind of shit. New York, I don't rate that much in terms of living there.
Yeah.
But like, you know, places like, I don't know, like the Australian thing is Bali, right? Oh yeah. I'd love to go to Bali for a holiday.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't want to live there though.
What about like Thailand? Because a lot of people do that. A lot of people...
Yeah, live in Thailand.
Yeah.
Because the cost of living.
The cost of living is, you know, so coverable by...
But if you were there living...
Also being a citizen of Australia.
But if you were living there, right, and you could only get a job there, it'd be garbage.
You wouldn't work there. You'd do it if you had your own, like, you know, income coming in through like a business that you could like monitor.
But I'm saying, if you lived in Thailand,
if you were like born and raised, is that what you're talking about?
Not even like if you had to move your whole life there, like you right now go there, you have to work the job of that country. You can't get an Australian income. You get the income from there, and you live in that.
That would be pretty hard.
Like, because I feel like going there, that's the main reason why I say Australia would be the best. Like, it's hard to argue. Like, I wouldn't...
That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
I wouldn't want to go to any other country. You're a sicko. Bruh.
Yeah, Australia is the GOAT.
It is the GOAT. Fuck, we're just...
Well, all we did this whole podcast is just prove how fucking good Australia is.
I'm trying to disprove it, right?
But like, bruh.
Other than like our high tax and our incompetent politicians, which they're not even that bad compared to some of the rest of the world, we're still the best. Because it's hard. Like, where else would you go live?
America.
Bro, if you go live in America, no healthcare, bro, you're ruined, mate. You break your leg or something.
Bro, imagine getting to an argument with someone.
They bash you and then you fucking got to pay $100,000.
Not even that, but like you fucking bash the shit out of this guy. And then they're like, oh, guess what? Bang, 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 bang. Bruh. What? I thought we were just fighting. What the fuck is this?
Or you bash someone and then you're like, all right, cool, sorted that out. And you get a lawsuit letter the next day.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
You sued me for $1 million.
Even worse, you bash someone, then they see you again in public, and they just fucking shoot you. What?
Yeah. Yeah, true. How about New Zealand?
New Zealand's fucking good. I've heard good things about New Zealand.
Yeah, I want to go.
Yeah, I need to go.
I want to have a look at the mountains.
Only thing is probably fucking cold as fuck. I don't know. I'm just inclined to believe that it's cold as fuck.
It is
like 24/7.
And I know there's
it's like pretty. It's pretty. Yeah, there's hella earthquakes.
We ain't got earthquakes here.
It's pretty close. Would you say New Zealand is like one of the closest, if not the closest country to like
Antarctica?
Yeah,
I think it's one of the closest. I think like there's a South American island or something that's closer. Some shit like that.
Yeah, isn't there one that's like literally a few kilometers away from Antarctica?
Probably.
It's like inhabitable. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think Melbourne is the best city in Australia.
I agree.
When you account for all those things. Now, our weather isn't the best.
Yeah.
But we do have our bright sparks in the spring and the summer. And, you know, if there is a tsunami, I used to be paranoid of tsunamis when I was a kid. I was like, fuck, mate. Like,
bro, we got port. Yeah.
I'm like, we kind of live somewhat close to the beach, mate. If there's a huge tsunami, mate, I'm dead, mate.
Yeah.
I used to think that when I was like a 10-year-old. But now that I know a bit more about geography and all that kind of shit, like we're actually in a great spot in Melbourne because we have like the bay protecting us.
Port Phillip Bay.
Yeah, so hit the bay, and we'd be
just
right. We'd be
disperse,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah, but Sydney's ruined.
Unless it happens from within the bay.
It's not gonna happen in the bay, mate. No, we wouldn't get a tsunami. in
There's
the
no
bay,
tectonic plates.
That'd be scary. Imagine a tsunami so big it drains the whole Port Phillip Bay. That'd be, and you look out and you're like, "What? It's dry, mate. What the hell?"
Yeah.
That'd be so surreal to see. And I'd also know I'll be dead in like 5 minutes.
You reckon you'd survive a tsunami?
How would you? If it was that big, it drains the whole bay.
But if you're just like in a boat,
Oh yeah, I try. I don't have a boat though. I don't know anyone who has a
a
boat.
tinny. I've got a tinny.
I'm gonna take a tinny over tsunami.
Get a few paddles.
I try to
and
get to a
the fucking
mountain or
paddling, bro.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, but
Melbourne's the best.
I'll probably already be on the mountain.
Mountain's the best
Melbourne's the best.
in the
Australia.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best of the best.
Yeah. Best of the best. Top tier.
Yeah. Well, we really didn't answer anything in that
Yeah, we did.
podcast.
We
We just
did.
said Australia's the best country.
Yeah.
Thanks, Charlie, mate, for the question.
Yeah, thank you. Shout out to South Africa,
Yep. To
Yeah.
Cape Town.
Cape Town.
I can't do a South African accent.
Yeah,
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 it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Pretty hard one.
yeah.
Shout out
Thanks,
Charlie.
Charlie.
All right.
All right, see you guys.
Bye.